What up, everyone? So, I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about the BAFTA award situation involving Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo, the two stars of Sinners. If you didn't see it, unfortunately, at the BAFTA awards, both those men were on stage, and someone in the crowd who suffers from Tourette syndrome, John Davidson, he blurted out the N word. It was really bad. The audience was very quiet. Now there's this huge debate online about ableism and racism. It's like the most leftist fucking argument ever. It's actually so fucking annoying, if I'm being honest. Now, I've just seen some like terrible takes on Tourette syndrome, and this is just from coming from me, who has an extraordinarily base knowledge of it, of the disability. And yes, like, is it a problem? Absolutely. Like, it's not great. Now, Variety wrote about this, and they put it in a good way where it's on BAFTA and it's on the BBC. They said BAFTA and the BBC failed Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo, the Tourette's community, and viewers when they allowed the N-word to be aired during the BAFTA Film Awards ceremony. With a tape delay, this moment could have been handled differently. Now, apparently there was a tape delay and they still didn't fix that. The audio could have been muted in the broadcast. The segment could have been edited. Instead, the slur went out and now it lives online, free to be clipped, circulated, divorced from explanation, and used as a shorthand outrage, or worse, it can be used to spread hate. Now, why John Davidson, who is a Tourette's advocate, was at the awards is because there was a film made about him called I Swear. And the actor in it actually won for the Outstanding Actor award. And so that's Robert Aramayo, who plays Davidson in the film. And the film literally depicts like what this man has encountered, what he deals with. And it's almost ironic that something like this happens, and then this film that is trying to shed a light on what these people are going through is now completely kiboshed. And the same thing is happening, what the film proves to enlighten people on. So you have some of the worst takes ever. You have some people saying that, for example, you have someone saying Tourette syndrome doesn't make you just call black actors winning awards the N-word. This is just overt racism. Call it what it is. I'm gonna break this down before I get into reading what Google says what this is. I'm just going to break down what my take on what Tourette syndrome is. When I think about this, one, it's an involuntary tic. Why this is frustrating to say something like this is because, look, this man wasn't raised in a bubble. Everyone knows that word. Unfortunately, it's a really disappointing thing that word is just a thing in our world, but it is. And unless you were raised in a bunker for your entire life, you know what that word is. Now, the thing is, when it comes to Tourette syndrome, think about, like, just as a normal person, think about the worst thoughts, the worst thing that that has ever come to your mind, and imagine that you blurted that out uncontrollably. Imagine how fucking like embarrassing and detrimental to your life that would be. That's legitimately what this man deals with. You think he's fucking happy this happened? No. Unfortunately, his brain sees two black men and it knows that word is terrible and it blurts it out as a fucking tic. It's the same reason, like, you could watch the trailer for the film, I Swear, and he's yelling, he's calling the police officers pigs and screaming out how he has a pound of heroin. It is legitimately a response to, there is no filter between the thoughts in your brain and what comes out of your fucking mouth. It is not correlated with genuine feelings or thought. It's literally your brain working against you. And somehow people can't seem to fucking understand that in this situation. And I find that maddening because it's just so uneducated to somehow think. Now, is this maybe a bigger topic to discuss about systemic racism and that, who knows, maybe there is a conversation there, but unfortunately racism exists in this world, and like I said, so does that word. I don't know what to tell you. Like that's like, I mean, there isn't an equivalency. Like you could say cracker for a white person, but there really isn't an equivalency, right? But I'm sure he's called people the F word. Like, again, it could have been gay people up there. He might have yelled that. It's not like a direct discriminatory thing for black people or anything like that. It's just the worst possible thing being blurted out in those moments. And I even watched, there are other people who have Tourette's who are speaking out on this, saying that in those moments where there is silence, because people are pointing out that he waited for the crowd to be silent, it's in those moments where the brain does that, where the tics come out during those kind of silences and those awkward moments, so to speak. So anyway, the Google definition right here. Tourette syndrome, TS, is a nervous system disorder characterized by involuntary repetitive movements and vocalizations, known as tics. Typically appearing in ages between 5 and 10, tics often start in the head and neck area and can be simple eye blinking, sniffing, or complex jumping, repeating words, often worsening with stress or fatigue. So the type of Tourette's that John Davidson suffers from is coprolalia. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Coprolalia Tourette syndrome, which is involuntary obscene language. It's very rare, and despite popular belief, it is a real thing. Now, again, like, you'll never catch me defending someone saying the N-word, but in this instance, we're talking about someone who is suffering from a disability. It's known. He's an advocate for it. A movie just got made about it to shed light on it. And like I said, it's the most annoying left conversation ever. Because you're either supporting racism, or you're against ableism, like, or whatever the fuck. I can't keep up. That's why the left sucks. I want to be fucking so clear, not to make this too political right now, but that's why people fucking can't stand this shit. Because it's so hard to just be. It's so hard to just navigate the fucking world, because you all seem to just love to nitpick at every little fucking thing that comes along. Now, again, I'm not trying to undermine racism or ableism or anything like that. I'm trying to say that in instances like this, people feel like there's this need to stand up for Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo. Well, if anything, if you want to stand up for them, you should be mad at the fucking BBC like Variety was. You should be mad at the BAFTA awards. You should be mad at the fact that that man was in earshot of saying that on a fucking broadcast. It's not like it was a fucking surprise that he had Tourette syndrome. The people were notified beforehand in the show. And this is coming out from people that were in attendance. I just find it fucking maddening, because we live in the dumbest fucking timeline where so much information is at our fingertips. But no, this guy meant it. Racism. There are fucking racists in the White House. Get your fucking goddamn, direct your shit at the right fucking people. This is not it. Figure it out. I am sick of this shit. This is petty fucking bullshit. It's not great, but it's certainly not what fucking matters right now.